Hi, this is Mike, and we're looking at the Euro chart. And yes, we saw some changes overnight in the structure. The overall sentiment is still bullish, in my opinion. And I've relabeled some of the waves according to what I've been looking at in the US dollar. So this is a completely expanded correction. I relabeled the one to have started back here with an A, B, C at the CPI numbers, a D, and an E. So this is roughly where the US dollar starts its wave one down. So obviously in reverse, it's the euro wave one up. There were some confusing waves at the highs here, which I think now have been kind of rectified with terms of identification. So I'll go there. I'll zoom into that area now. So the end of wave two, I believe, happened down here at 1.07818, with a wave one, which looks like a type 2 week 5 wave move, which is a bit different than what happened in the US dollar. But now I think we're starting to see the problem with what I was seeing at the highs. So what I believe happened here is this wave here does not look like a D wave, except it's the odd one out of all of them. And in the US dollar, it looks like basically wave C was a weak 5 wave move of the zigzag. So the best way I can put it here in this very strange wave is that we had a weak 5 wave move for wave C also, but it's not immediately clear as to the discrepancy between these waves. This wave here is what I'm talking about. This is supposed to be a D wave. It barely makes a D wave in the US dollar in a very, very strange way. I have a feeling that this top portion of this move was supposed to go a bit higher. Not sure what happened there. Very strange looking wave. It could be even that wave C started a bit lower, in a 1, 2, 3, expanded 4 and 5. That's one possibility. At this point in time, the other waves are either side of it kind of explain the deal. So to me, there's no point dwelling on that. These moves are not always easy to get into, but I can see quite clearly A, B, C, D, if you count that as a D, and then E, what we saw over the last several hours. So I can count 5 waves down on this. It's a weak 5 wave move. So I've decided that now I will put post a long trade chart idea. Obviously, we need to break this level for it to be confirmed. 1.09298, with the stop level at the lows. After we confirm, that's when the stop becomes applicable. But in general, moving higher here, so entry at 1.09297, stop at 1.08506. We're targeting the previous wave 4 of basically the last high in the euro. So that would be, I'll go to the daily chart for this one. So that target will be at this point in time for wave 3 potentially, will be 1.23436. Now, in terms of Fibonacci extensions and that sort of thing, I'll have a quick look at that now. So yeah, 2.618 is just above it. You can use a fib to potentially increase your target, but as a minimum expectation, I'd expect it to go and touch the previous high but like I said, it could go higher. This is a third of a third wave now, so I think that potentially we have a good chance of meeting that target. So this particular idea, given the stop level and entry point, is an 18 ratio. It could be more, depending on the extension to 2.618. But just remember that's only for wave 3, so it could go higher. But just to be on the safe side, target the previous high, and it's still a decent return if this trade works out. I think that having identified that really strange D wave there potentially helped with understanding this pattern a bit more. Not very usual to see that, but then again, things get choppier as you go to a smaller degree. Now, I did change the previous waves that make a hell of a lot more sense now, and that was due to the way I observed this first wave 1. It had a sharp, quick, shallow wave A and then a B. So that there kind of made more sense rather than the way I had labeled it earlier. And in seeing that, you can see quite clearly the zigzag up, the wave C that happened during the CPI figures, and then another D wave and then an E wave. So it's making a lot more sense now, a bit more clearer in the wave count. So I thought I'd post this, and I'll post the chart shortly. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching.